morning, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna go and get the engine put in the Maverick, and most of this video is probably gonna be time lapse because, just like I said, I'm gonna be getting the engine put in the Maverick. First, I'm gonna go get the engine mounts put on, put some things around the transmission to keep it from leaking fluid, and hopefully get this engine put in. Once we get the engine put in, I'm gonna push the Maverick back in the shop and just start pretty much figuring out things. There's a lot of customization that I'm gonna have to do with this car, including the headers. So I'm gonna get that done. Just like I said, it's gonna be a project. But once I get the engine in and get it in the shop, then most of the stuff can be taken care of while it's in the shop. So let's go up to the shop. Okay, up at the shop. First thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and try to get this engine out here unwrapped and get the motor mounts put on and get the transmission so it doesn't leak. So let's get started. All right, so I got the chains hooked up. I hooked at the back of that head, and the front of there, and down on the front of there. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get these engine mounts on now, and we're going to get the tractor to go ahead and lift it up, and then I just got to roll the Maverick out, which I don't have to come out too far with it, but just got to roll it out just a little bit. All right, just finished cutting the old exhaust from up under it, and I'm getting ready to bolt these motor mounts in, and we'll be ready to drop the engine in. Okay, got the engine in the map, as you saw in the time lapse. I'm not very optimistic about how we're gonna get the headers in here. So I don't have the motor mount bolts in because this engine is probably gonna have to be shifted around in order to fit some kind of headers in here. Still don't know if the headers I got will work or not either. So this side here is also tight, but I may be able to squeeze the headers in on this side. And as you can see, this is a 302. I think this engine is 18 inches wide. And you see how close it is to those shock towers on both sides? There's no way a LS would fit in here and keep these same shock towers. So that's why I didn't put my LS engine in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the chain off and figure out how to get the transmission up in the back and see if I can push this car back inside of the shop. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna do some touch-up painting to the engine, and I'm gonna have to get a game plan of what I'm gonna do about getting the headers in here. So I think this is all I'm gonna do in this video, and I don't wanna just drag it out. So I'm just gonna do some touch-up paint on it, and I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out. The car is in the shop, the engine is in it. So at least the hard work has been done. So now I just gotta get to thinking about how I'm gonna plan out the rest of the things that need to happen. So, all right, well, I'll go ahead and end this video and close it out. Okay, back at the house now. You see I got the engine in the Maverick. I don't have the motor mounts tightened up yet because I don't know what I'm going to do with the headers. It seemed like the headers are going to be a tight fit. I don't see how I could have put them in there before the engine. So I'm just have to work out some stuff with that. And I'm probably going to have to shift the engine around a little bit. I am also not opposed to going to stock manifolds if I have to. So just trying to get whatever fits in there. It's a real tight fit, as I showed you. It's a real tight fit in there. So I gotta try to see what I gotta do. Transmission mount doesn't mount up. I knew that, so I'm gonna have to fabricate something with that to try to get that mounted up. But the biggest part is the engine is in the Maverick, and the fabrication and everything else I need to do to make it work, I can get that done. It's inside of the shop now, so the weather shouldn't bother me because it's inside of the shop. I know it gets real hot. That may have an issue. I may have an issue with that, but I have fans in the shop that I could turn on. So I'm just really glad that the Maverick is in the shop because I can get a lot of stuff done now. So thanks for watching. Click on that subscribe button if you haven't. Click that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.